Hey there, how's it going? I'm going to be doing a collective reading, general collective reading. We're going to see what the key is with the karmics. I know that there's a lot of intense energy going on right now. As I keep shuffling, I'm getting a lot of fake accounts coming up. Somebody, a lot of, and I'm talking probably dozens, tens. I'm hearing like tens accounts. I don't know, it says like 20, 30, 40 fake accounts or something like that. Jackpot, as I'm kind of here, see, fake accounts keeps coming out. And then jackpot, I feel like someone thinks that they're going to scam someone and hit the jackpot. I'm getting major scammer vibes here. So I'm just going to start, and I'm not answering questions. It's just a live, a collective, general collective reading. And I'm tapping into this intense energy that is going on. Right, exactly. Yeah, somebody's moving in silence. But it's really not that silent. I mean, I feel like if you're someone who's very in tune with your intuition, you know, it may be silent here in the 3D, but not in your mind. Like, I feel like you're constantly getting downloads, or you're feeling things, or so someone's going to want to they're using scarcity tactics. This could, and really like use your, like really reflect on this. If you are resonating with this energy and you feel like someone, you know someone is up to something. You don't know exactly what, you've got an idea, and then the scarcity tactics come out. So when the scarcity tactics come out, some of you, you know, we're all different. The people that we're dealing with are different, so they're going to use different tactics. But it's still a scarcity tactic. So someone, you know, you might want to invest in yourself, for example, and someone around you is telling you like, no, don't do that, you know, you gotta you know, you should save your money for this, or, you know, I heard about somebody doing that and it didn't work out for them, you know, I'm just trying to help you. Okay, fine. But it could be somebody that's holding a grudge, and also someone who got in between you, and they either got in between you and a partner, or they want to get in between you and a partner, and the partner, you could have looked at them as a soulmate. They could have been your soulmate. Yeah, and a romantic love affair. So they could have been cheating. This could have been the third party they had a romantic love affair with, and they're holding a grudge toward you. Scarcity tactics, so if we're going back to that, that can look different to different, you know, in different situations, which could, you know, another example could be, like say you think that, you know, maybe someone you work with has something to do with this situation, and let's say it's like a supervisor, authority figure or something like that, so they want to cut your hours, right? So if and that's a way of messing with your money, okay? So they're blocking your money flow. They're blocking any kind of like leveling up, or any projects you're working on, because now you have less hours to work. That means you have less money. That means you have less resources. Maybe there's something you needed to purchase, or maybe there's like a membership fee, or some kind of, you know, something where you need money, and these people are using different tactics to make you feel like you don't have the resources, or, you know, you have to like kind of pick and choose, you know, it's putting you in this scarce mentality. They're moving in silence, creeping, and they're haunted. They're haunted because I feel like look at this. I mean, how trusting, how trustworthy do these two look? You know, Look at this. This so this is just setting the tone for this reading, okay? What are they haunted by? And then we're gonna get way deep. They either offered you something, it was dirty, a dirty offer, or they want to, but they're digging their claws in and they don't want to let go. It's somebody who doesn't want to let go. Doesn't want to let go. They're creeping on you. They're haunted by the past. They're a drama starter. Oh, big surprise. I mean, this right now ain't painting a real pretty picture of somebody. That is for sure. And we still got the grudge holder hanging on the bottom. Still got that there. Okay, so what are they haunted by, though? What are they haunted by? They're haunted by maybe when the fact that they started drama. Well, it's coming back to them with legal issues. All right, so they're haunted because they have created now some legal issues for themselves, or they got themselves into some trouble. Okay, anything else they're haunted by? Anything else? And starting the drama. You're too busy winning. You're too busy. Look at this. It's funny. This is like metal, right? And then this is metal. And look at the differences. So we do have the winning and we have the scales balancing out here. So I feel like this is an example of karma. This is your dharma. This is their karma. Somebody who married for money. Somebody who would marry for money, somebody who wants to marry for money. This is going along the lines of the same storyline that I have been getting for actually a few years now. It's been a few years, and this has not wrapped up yet, but I do believe that this is coming to a close. It may be a big final dramatic ending, kind of like these two on stage with the drama starter. The two meet again is what I'm hearing. The two meet again. This person looks like a innocent, and this one, it's hard to see here. I mean, the person is taller, but I just get this like somebody looks down on you, or someone thinks of you as like more like innocent or something. They're also in dark, probably like a suit or something, like it's probably like a tuxedo. It looks like these two were it looks like these two are a married couple. And then we have the marrying for money. So yes, if you are resonating with this and you are married to someone, and this is this sounds like your storyline, yeah, there could be a meeting again. I don't know if it's going to be. This is interesting what I'm looking at right here. I'm looking at these three. So you have you have three candles. These two white represent you as a divine being, your partner or someone who was your partner, and this is this grudge holding third party. Now, then we have the two come back together, but it's drama, okay? Now they're holding hands, and then we also have this dirty offer, kind of like somebody's offering something, but we've got legal issues. So I wonder if something that was offered is going to, because some of these, it depends on the timeline you're on. Some people, are at the beginning of this. Some people are in the middle of this. Some are toward the end of this. So on the bottom here, I have fake smiles. There's something I should say. I mean, we're just starting the reading here, But something I should say based on this storyline, like I said, that I've been reading on the last few years, it sounds like a lot of people are involved. Okay, so I'm gonna try to ask these questions so we can stick with the same people, and then maybe we'll branch out to other people as they show up. But if you're thinking of one person and some of these things don't line up with that one person, you need to kind of maybe like expand or broaden or something like that, because you're thinking, because there are multiple people involved. When I say multiple, I mean we could be talking over 10 people involved. And if I've been getting the storyline for over the last maybe 2-3 years, there could have been people, because look at this also, moving in silence. Look at all these balls. Imagine if all of those were different people that are working with her, and they're all moving in silence. You see what I'm saying? So some of these people could have dropped off, lost interest, they felt haunted. Maybe they said, hey, man, I see where this is going. This is going to be legal issues in the future. I'm done. I'm out, So, someone's job in this whole thing, someone's role could be that they just need to be creeping. They just need to keep an eye out. They just need to maybe follow somebody or something like that, get their routine down. Maybe someone else is a little bit closer to you and they're able to use scarcity tactics on you. But like maybe the person that's watching you and stuff like that, following you, isn't even interacting with you. So, like I said, and because some people might just throw the whole thing out and say, those last few cards, I don't think that person would do those things. So I don't think this is you got to think beyond one person, okay? Because there are multiple people in this situation, multiple. Okay, so they're haunted by the legal issues, starting drama. We got the third party here. What are some of these legal issues? Oh. Well, you're a queen rising or king. Take it how it resonates. Stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. You might be getting a lot of praise. This could be praise for all kinds of different things. You could be at work. You could get praise for that. You could be at the grocery store. Someone could give you a compliment. Lots of different, but it's like, it's like people are noticing you more. They're kind of responding to you differently. You might be getting lots of random compliments. You might be, someone could be like maybe, like they have those employee of the month or whatever at work, that type of stuff. And you're feeling just more confident. And it doesn't mean that well, you know what though? Some of these people could be pretty aware of these little things. But this card is more just for confirmation for you that this is your reading. So if you feel like you are someone who's, on a glow up, a level up, you're ascending, you are awakening, all that kind of stuff, then there could be some people that are really, watching you, that are aware of this, but just on a day-to-day basis, all kinds of little things, you could be getting some type of like recognition or extra attention. But what are these legal issues? Well, somebody's always partying, okay? But the legal issues, depending on a thief, so they're always partying. They could have stolen something. So their legal issues could come from something that's been stolen. you know, sometimes if people have addictions, they might get desperate and steal. This says robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. So you could have been robbed of emotional like intimacy in a relationship, and you could have lost kind of like a dream, like especially if this was like a married couple, then you know, you say your vows, you make your promises, and you move into your marriage, and they don't live up to the things they said. They don't follow through, you know, and then it falls apart. And you kind of got the raw end of the deal. You didn't get what you were promised, right? You may have given your best effort and you don't feel like it was given back to you. And so that's another way of, you know, losing something emotionally. Photo proof, getting evidence, somebody. Okay, what is this about the photo proof? Why is photo proof here? So somebody who wants to be just like you, act like you, dress like you, basically be you, copy you and everything, they really are not shit. They're really not shit. Or that's how they feel. Like deep down, they don't feel like they're much of anything. Probably don't feel like they have a personality. It could be kind of like a black and white thinker, black or white thinker, you know, like it's all or nothing, you know, it's my way or the highway. It's either right or it's wrong. This could be somebody who I'm picking up, I don't know, I'm getting Scorpio, like I don't know if you are a Scorpio or you know Scorpios, but it's kind of like when someone meets a person and they know right away if they like them or not. It's like black and white, like there's no gray. That could be somebody like this. There's also this drawing with the pencil. This is like black in black and white. So I don't know if they're the, and okay, so let me say this right now. If this person is copying you, they look like you, all of this, they want to look like you, all this stuff, right? This is the introduction of a second person. I mean, I could be talking to somebody and they have, they're in like a same-sex relationship, and so it wouldn't be that, you know, if it's like two women, right? And one's trying to like copy the other one, and they broke up or something. This is an ex. Okay, that's one scenario, but that isn't really what I'm picking up. I'm picking up there was you, your ex, and a third party. I feel that this is more the third party who is doesn't have much of an identity, because let's say you're a female and you were with a male and then you broke up. Do you really think that your ex is trying to look like you? I mean, you know, so this is a second person. This is a second energy being introduced here. So we're going to put this one over here. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of people showing up. I don't know how many people. And right here too, we've got, now this could be, you know, let's say you and your ex, and they stole from you, right? But I feel like this is more the two that were together meeting up, the love affair. When I remember when I was shuffling the deck in the beginning, and I was cutting it and stuff, and the fake accounts kept coming out, but also a love affair came out, and I feel like this could have been the introduction of the two people, or the candle, actually, with the three people. Okay, so we actually do have three people out here right now. We have three different people out here right now. Let's do this. Let's look at the grudge holder. Let's get into it. Let me find the right. Okay, it says the situation can get better. On the bottom, you got this. Okay, so if you've been hearing this message from other readers, if you resonate with this and it's been a little bit concerning to you, some of the things that you're hearing, you got this. You're better than that. That whole drama, that whole mess, that's probably why you moved away from it, right? Because you're better than that. It doesn't mean that you think that you're better than these people, although maybe you do. But you're better than that. You know, you're better than lowering yourself to interfering in someone's relationship, causing division. You're better than, using tactics on people. You're better than following and stalking people. You're better than marrying someone for money. You're better than impersonating somebody. You're better than stealing from someone. You're better than that. And you don't need to be in a situation where that's what the people are doing. They're being manipulative. You're better than that. And again, the situation can get better. So, okay. You always want to yell. So, I feel like that is a way, I feel like that was someone's tactic to not engage in conversations about things that need to be talked about, serious things. Like, I feel like somebody would frustrate you to the point where maybe you did raise your voice, maybe you did yell, okay? Which honestly isn't going to, it's really probably just going to escalate a situation, and it's not productive. It's not, adding to, a healthy dialogue or conversation. But let's say you got really frustrated and you do yell. This person would then flip that on you, which they may have even started crap and then flipped it on you, so that when you did yell, they could say to you, you see what I mean? This is why we don't talk about things, because you're always yelling. I would talk with you, but you always flip out. You're always getting mad. You're always, and when someone says stuff like that, when it's like, you always do this never, that ultimate, I forget what the term is. It's like, I forgot what the term, my connection is unstable. Sorry about the unstable connection. If you can, because it says all these people joined, but I see one person here, two people. Thank you to the two people that are here. Sorry, the writing is too small and I'm trying to focus on this, but we are doing a collective reading right now, talking about the karmic, their little schemes going on. Could be a married couple that there was a third party situation going on, adultery going on, and there's someone who's impersonating the collective. There's legal issues going on. There's been theft of some type, and people, I'm gonna stick to people, are moving in silence. So tell us about this grudge holder. I want to know more about the grudge holder. I might have to run and grab another deck too. Tell us about the grudge holder. Tell us about the grudge holder, please. The grudge holder. Who is this grudge holder? Give us some details about them, please. Whoa. I'm going to take these. I'm only going to read what has to do with the grudge holder right now. This person is known to take shots. Okay, so we do have the always partying here. So this is someone who takes shots, okay? Okay, they're also known to drink wine. They could have license plates that are out of state. So they're definitely a drinker. Someone is a drinker here, and they could have out of state license plates. Okay. There's some other cards that have come out, but I feel like those are for what the X would be saying. And I'm going to keep those aside because all I want to know right now is about this grudge holder. So tell me more about the grudge holder. Tell me more about the grudge holder. Oh my God, this is so annoying. Like, the X just won't shut up. Seriously. It's like they desperately want to talk to you. The X really wants to talk to you, but they're too scared. And I feel like it's for multiple reasons. Like they don't want these other people to know that they reached out to you and made contact. If they were to do that, if they were to reach out and make contact with you, they wouldn't want that to be known to the other people that they're dealing with. But I don't want to deal with the X right now. I'm not talking about the X. I'm talking about the grudge holder. But the X just keeps coming out. And it's like everything that's coming out here is all falling in line with someone who seems very desperate to want to talk to somebody and to get back with them, and to just kind of like go back to how things used to be, but not necessarily talking about the toxic stuff, but just like, you know, this kind of stuff wasn't going on and you two were together, and it's like, but we can't do that. You know, we can't go backwards. We can't pretend that what we know, what we've learned, we don't know. We can't do that. That's, you know, delusional. Yeah. And your ex is playing a victim. I will just say that. Definitely playing a victim. So I feel like this person, also the grudge holder, we have smile much. I feel like they're also, oh, that's what I was going to say about the taking shots. This person is known to take shots. Okay. So yes, this is talking about alcohol, although the first what I first got from this is like personal shots, like backhanded compliments, like hitting below the belt. Um, if you've ever known people who like to joke around, but they kind of like um pick on people in a sense, that kind of way, taking shots. And then we have smile much, like they're doing things to provoke you, or they're hoping it will provoke you and make you upset, whether you're sad, you're happy, you're mad, or you're sad, you're mad, whatever, you're frustrated, you're scared. But then I feel, and they're watching, okay, they're watching, so they're doing some crap, and then they watch, or they get someone to watch, all right. And let's say you were crying, they did something, you found out, something happened, you didn't know who it was linked to, but whatever happened, it made you sad, you're crying, right? And it's like they'd love to come in and be like, smile much? Oh, what's wrong? But they know that they did the shit, okay? That type of vibe is what I'm getting, that energy. Tell us more about this grudge holder. Oh, okay. So we have, again, we've got the grudge holder, right? Coming in between you and your ex. And then we have want to make your ex jealous. I'm down. Now, you are also an ex, right? You're also an ex. If you broke up with somebody, there are two exes, right? So this grudge holder wants to make you jealous. They want to make you, this is a game. This is a game for both of them. It's a game for both of them. And I feel like, based on the things that the ex wants to say to you, this is why they're not, they wouldn't want other people that are involved to know that they talk to you. I feel like they don't want, they want it very quiet that you two connected. But I don't even feel like you two are gonna connect. Maybe you will in a courtroom. Maybe you will connect that way. I feel like your ex would like to meet somewhere in secret, though. That shit's only gonna start drama. And maybe they want to make the third party jealous. I don't know. They're living in they're all from the circus. Like a bunch of carnies or something. Okay. Well, if you knew about this whole situation and these people and stuff like that, it doesn't bother you anymore. And if this ex wants to try talking to you, their window is definitely closing. So I don't think they're gonna get very far, but they need to get a move on it if they want to at least attempt a try. It might be makeover time for you. As a rising a person elevating, you may feel that a lot of things are changing about you, and it's basically kind of like getting the inside and the outside to like reflect each other. There may be a little bit of it might be a little bit off. Like, you know, you may feel one way on the inside and then look a different way on the outside. It could even be, you know, with these scarcity tactics, maybe you've been hanging on to your money or something like that. And, you know, you haven't like gotten a haircut, or, you know, maybe you didn't, whatever, something for your appearance. But looks like it could be time for that. They could be throwing, they could be projecting these scarcity tactics too if you don't have someone close to you who's actually saying things. Oh my God. Okay. So somebody's definitely out of control here. I don't feel like you're going to go back to them. You're blocking again. You're blocking again. I don't know if you blocked somebody and then you unblocked them, and you're, you know, if they're just, I feel like they're too much. This stuff is just too much to deal. Like, they're too much. Okay, so they like the same person you do. Well, they like the same person you do. This is kind of weird because I don't feel like this is necessarily like the third party and you liking your ex. For one, I don't think you like your ex anymore. I feel like this is talking about somebody different. If you're not with your ex, you don't want your ex and you don't like them. When this says they like the same person you do, I feel like this could be a totally different, this, unless there's, I mean, for some people, your ex could be gay and you're not, and you both like the same person. But somebody's paranoid. Probably because you got these legal issues. You're going around being all shady. I would be paranoid too. Because how you are, we just as humans believe other people are like us. I mean, we know, right? We know people are different, but like sometimes we can be a little confused by people and their behavior or their choices because you don't see how they got there. Like, you don't see why they would go there, why they went there. And then you have to like remind yourself, okay, everybody doesn't think like me, right? Everyone doesn't maybe like what they're just, you know, we're just different, right? So let's get into this. I got a stack of names here, and we're just gonna see what comes out. Okay, these are all names. Some of them, they all have to do with names. Okay, some of them may not be specific names. You'll see if those cards come out, but it's still trying to name somebody. So what I'm doing right now is focusing on the third party, the grudge holder, the drama starter. I mean, I feel like there's a few drama starters here. We got the grudge holder third party. We got your ex. I feel like they're both drama starters. Then all the people that they team up with, I think they don't mind drama either, right? Because they're willing to get involved with it. According to the energy, the readings that I've been doing the last few years, these people are definitely down if you got some money. They're definitely down for the drama, the chaos, the bullshit, the circus, all of it. If you got some money, if they can benefit from this, especially financially. I mean, favors might be okay too, but financially, I feel like a lot of these people are down. They're willing to look the other way. So, if they're that willing to be devoted to this, well, let's just give them their proper credit, right? And start calling them out by names. So, let's see what comes out. This is for the drama starting grudge holder. We're looking for names. That was too many cards. Let's go a little bit slower. Give us the names of some of these grudge holding third party people that are starting problems. So they could go by a nickname. Somebody who goes by a nickname. Okay, a surname. So they have either, like, they have like a senior as their surname. So like William Senior. So they have a senior in their name, okay? All right, so we also have Taya, Talea, Talia, Titi. We also have surname is a junior, like William Jr. Some people I know, if they are a junior, sometimes they just go by junior. They don't use the first name that they are a junior of. So we're getting names of the third party grudge holders, shit starter, drama starters. They're not going to come out. Okay, we have Gigi, Georgie, George, Georgia, Georgianne. Sorry, it's backwards. And then we have Bruce, Kenneth, Kenny, Ken. These are names of, they could be any of these people. They could be your ex. They could be the third party. All of these little balls on this lady's face represent, in this situation, the people that they've recruited to get involved in this drama to bring you down. Some of these names could be the people that have been involved, willing to bring you down, basically, take you down. Brittany, Granger. It's a weird name. I don't know. It's really weird. Mia. Vaughn or Vong. Ricardo, Richard, Rick, Rico, Ricky. This could even, you could even be hearing your name being called out. That would just be confirmation that this could be for you. We have Pia. Name. So, okay, the first name is spelled phonetically. So, Alicia, is spelled like Alicia, but this person's name could be phonetically spelled, like Aleesha, you know, like, sorry though, it's backwards. We have Tilly, Millie, Billy. Any of these people could be involved in this. Brad. I'll do, I don't know, I'm hearing 5 more. Anne. Rhonda, Rhoda, Rolanda. Miles. Oops, where did I put that? So we have Christina spelled many different ways. There's Miles. Someone's stuck to Christina. It's Andrew. Andrew is stuck to Christina. Andrew, Andy, Drew. I know I said 5 more, but I don't know how many that's been. A name could sound like a model of a car, like Mercedes, Lexus. I don't know what other cars people are named after. What other cars are, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a lot. Okay. Frank, Franny, Francis, Fran, Francisco. Oh. Oops. Hold on. Okay. Someone has an unusual name. Daniel or Danielle. Any variation of Liz or Elizabeth. Any variation. Lizzie, Lizbeth. Probably Lisa is also a variation of Elizabeth or Liz. Liza. I guess Lizzo, right? Okay. And then Stuart. And then I'll just check the bottom and then we'll be done. Nicole. Okay. So I will, for the one person watching, I'm going to go through these names again. I just pulled a bunch of names that could be the third party. Your name could be in here. Or one of the many people that were willing to be recruited for money or favors, something like that. And they, I'm going to go over these names really quick for the people that maybe didn't hear them all. You may be surprised if you hear what, some of these names. Okay, so we've got Christina, any variation of Christina. Brad. We have Pia, Mia, Vaughn or Vong, Danielle. Danielle or Daniel. A name that sounds like a car, like Lexus or Mercedes. Miles. Andrew, Andy, Drew. Ricardo, Richard, Rick, Rico, Ricky. The surname is a junior, like William Jr. Taya, Talea, Talia, Titi. The surname is a senior, like William Sr. They go by a nickname. Tilly, Millie, Billy. The first name is spelled phonetically, like Alicia, Aleesha. It's spelled how it sounds. Can't get this one. Brit or Brittany. George, Georgie, Georgia, Georgianne, G or Gigi. Frank, Franny, Francis, Fran, Francisco. Someone has an unusual name. Rhonda, Rhoda, Rolanda, Anne, Granger, Kenneth, Kenny, Ken, Bruce, any variation of Liz or Elizabeth, Nicole, and Stuart. If any of those names stick out to you, they could be involved in this big plot to bring you down. So those are those people. That's what they're up to. Okay, we are going to tell me what some of these people that were mentioned, any of these people that have been working against the collective. Let's hear what they've been doing. What have they been doing? They've been working against the collective. What have they been doing? Thank you so much for all of the hearts. They want to cause you pain. They want to cause you pain. It's how they spend their time. Here we are again. Stolen identity, impersonator, doppelganger, and impersonator. So someone has definitely been impersonating you. Now, next to impersonator, we have someone tracing over something here, okay? It was already faintly on the paper, and now they're tracing over it. So they're a copycat. They copy. They steal people's ideas, work. They put their name on it. They take their credit for it. This could be someone who maybe copied your signature, forged your signature on something. It could be someone who filled something out using your identity. And see how he's like holding his crotch there? This could even be somebody who's like, say you're a private person and, you know, you're kind of like staying to yourself. This could even be someone who impersonated you and made you like out to be a different type, like maybe you're more of a modest person, and this person is out there being very like promiscuous, okay? And they're using your name. If they meet someone, they introduce themselves as with your name. They say your birth date, you know, they tell everyone that they're you. The people don't know you. You don't exist. You exist as this person, through this person. They have no idea about you, the actual person. They think they are the person. And this and the one impersonating you could be coming off, for an example, as very promiscuous, and you could be like abstinent, okay? And, you know, so basically like giving you a bad reputation. We have ain't shit on here. I feel like they ain't shit, and I feel like that's how they look at you, like you ain't shit, and they're gonna make you out to be like ruin your reputation, basically. So we've got the stolen identity, the impersonator. It's just confirmation. They want to cause you pain. Tell us more. Tell us more. What does the collective need to know? They're using someone's prescription drug, prescription medication, someone that you know. Using someone's prescription medication. You know them. Oh, and what did I say earlier? Someone wants to slow down your money. That's what I was talking about. It could have been one of the scarcity tactics, is that let's say it's someone you work with and they like make the schedule, okay, at work, and they know that you're on your way up, you're doing things, you're making great strides and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, I know what could slow him down, right? We're gonna decrease your hours at work. Maybe we'll give you one less day. That'll cut your paycheck real back. That'll cut your resources, right? You won't have enough money to go do this or to do that. And maybe it'll just bum you out or something. That'll slow you down. So someone is trying to slow down your money. It could be many different ways, but they are using scarcity tactics because they're trying to swap destinies. And so, you know what these people, or this person, the one that wants to swap the destiny, is trying to, and this doesn't even make any sense to me. So I'm talking to someone who's been through a lot. You are very resilient. You are persistent. You are strong. You are solid. And what you have achieved, what you are getting, where you are going is also solid. It's only that because of what you went through. You're only who you are now because of what you went through, what you were able to get through, not go around, not go over, not dodge. You're not strong if you dodged all these things, okay? This person or these people think that they can just like meet you at the finish line and like right as you're crossing, you do all the hard work and they're gonna snatch the trophy and the cash prize and the accolades and everything, and you are just like, you can just go away, you can just disappear. I'll take it from here. It don't work like that, because they will not be able to maintain it. They can't maintain what they never worked for to get. Like, I guess I won't get into politics. An example came to my mind, but I won't go there. It's like, oh, I have to do this puzzle. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, it's like somebody wants you to go through all the hard stuff, and then they just want what, everything that you worked for. They want that. And they just would like to just come in and take it. Don't have to do all the dirty work, but it doesn't work like that. It ain't gonna happen, and it doesn't work like that. And it's weird to me that somebody would think that it does. Somebody might have a gift that they want to give you, and you're being told to not take it. Now, when I was sitting here talking a couple minutes ago, I had looked down and it said that the gift was safe to take. Do what you want, but at this time, at least until this energy clears or like is less intense, or like less, until you get some clarification on some of these things, until some of these people have been exposed, I wouldn't necessarily take gifts from people. Maybe unless you know that they really have no ties, that these people couldn't have stretched their tentacles that far to whoever wants to bring you this gift. I just wouldn't really be accepting anything right now, because they've recruited so many people, and you'd probably be very surprised at who's willing to take you down. This is just crazy. It's like, what the hell did you tell people? What did you tell people that they didn't check, they didn't verify, but they were ready to hop on board just to bring somebody down? I mean, did some of these people think that they were doing like something heroic, like you're such a horrible person that if they jumped on board with all these people, they'd be doing something like really good for society, for the community, like taking this bad person? I don't even know what would they have told someone? I don't really understand. So some of these people you may have trusted, and they stabbed you in the back. So I'd think real hard and long about taking any gifts from anybody at this time. If there's any way they could have been contacted by any of these people involved, and again, you don't, for the most part, know who these people are. You may have a hunch, but their identities have not been confirmed. They haven't come out. I mean, I pulled a bunch of names. That could have helped your confirmation. Could have been confirmation enough for you. I totally get that. But I would just be real careful about who you share things with, whether it's physical stuff, whether it's emotional stuff, whether it's any types of plans. I'd be moving in silence. When you got all these people willing to just creep on you, cross your boundaries, if you wanted them to know stuff, you'd probably tell them. Why don't they just go and focus on other things? They want to cause you pain. They want to cause you pain. And because of that, now they're haunted, and they're going to have, or they already have, legal issues. They're already partying all the time. It seems like they got enough of their own problems. I don't know why they're causing more, like for other people, which is only going to come back to them. But they think it won't, and then at the end, they'll just be waiting there at the finish line with their hand out, waiting for, all the things that you're supposed to receive. And they wouldn't even thank you. They wouldn't even thank you either. They wouldn't say, thank you so much, for like being homeless. Thank you so much for like being hungry, not having money, thanks for, just letting me steal from you and stuff like that, and cheat on you, and probably drug you and stuff like that. Let me thank you. Not even a thank you. Wouldn't even interact. They just go up and just take it. They wouldn't even take it out of your hands because it wouldn't get to your hands. They'd go right up to the whoever's got it, the judges, or who's ever holding the damn prizes, right? Because you just won. They're going to walk right up there because they're already impersonating you, and they're going to be like, hey, I'm so-and-so, the winner, and I would like all my prizes. And then they just walk away, and that's it. And you are left there screwed. Again, that's exactly what they want. So I wouldn't be taking any gifts from anybody right now, even if you are in need of a gift. Things that are meant for you, if you're on the right path and you're sticking to, you're being true to yourself and everything, those things are going to come to you. Someone else can go and sabotage and block. It's still going to make its way to you. It's still going to make its way to you. It's not anything that they can stop. So please don't feel like if you hear these kinds of messages from me or readers or anything that you're going to something's going to be stolen. Whatever was stolen was already stolen. They aren't going to be taken anymore. They are not going to be taken anymore. I don't even know. I'm not really sensing that anyone's actually making progress in their strategy or tactics right now. I'm really not like anyone's achieving, anything here. I really feel like I'm not getting that, okay? But even if they did, even if they were able to block something, it's still going to find its way to you if that's what it was meant to be for. If it was meant for you, it will find you, because this shit is coming to an end. It is just coming to an end. And somebody can have their dirty little claws in something and say, I'm not going to let go. I'm not going to. You don't have a choice sometimes, right? You just don't have a damn choice. Dirty offer, don't take the gift. Would you take a gift from these hands? I wouldn't. Tell us more about these schemes. Tell us more about these schemes. Oh, well, they want to run to Canada. Probably because they think they're going to get 3 to 5 years, or maybe they know. Maybe they've looked up. Here we got these legal issues, 3 to 5 years. What the hell you want to run to Canada for? I mean, I know that, like, if they're from America and, politically speaking, we ain't talking about politics here. 3 to 5 years. And we have good cops versus bad cops. Well, I do know that for the last few years, the bad cops have been showing up in this reading. At least we got some good ones now. Now we have some good ones. That's good to know. I don't believe all cops are bad. We do need some in this reading because there are some people that are abusing authority. Yeah. Oh, they probably want a one-way ticket, right? They probably want a one-way ticket to Canada. It's probably going to be a one-way ticket to their own private little cell. Tell us more about the scheme. Or maybe they wanted you to go away for they're sick in the head, 3 to 5 years. They actually could have been doing this for 3 to 5 years. I said I've been picking up on this energy in these readings for the last 2 to 3 years. I'm sorry if the connection is unstable. I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys are actually getting something from this. I'm doing a general reading for the collective. We are talking about the scheme that a third party, possibly your ex, and many, many other people have been working on to bring you down. If you resonate with this, you could have been married to somebody who collaborated with these people, who's working with these people to bring you down. There might be a gift coming in that you're being advised not to take. It could be a dirty offer. Someone's having legal issues because of the things that they did to you. Someone's been impersonating you. We have at least 3 people out here right now. Confirmation of the stolen identity or impersonator. And they're hell-bent on causing you pain. They are hell-bent on causing you pain. Like, to their own detriment. That is how much. And at the same time, they're haunted. Someone is haunted. I don't think all of these people are. Could be more than one person that's haunted, though. Because I feel like some of these people were, like, lied to, and they didn't think that what they were doing was against someone innocent, or that, wasn't deserving of whatever harassment, they're inflicting on the collective. But these people want to slow down your money. When you're dealing with people's like resources, just being able to live, I don't see, like, even if you were someone and you were doing something that people didn't agree with, is that a reason to like slow down your resources, like maybe your food resources, your work, or it could even be transportation, like stealing something. Someone could have stolen a vehicle of yours. We got these two people here with thief and a vehicle, but the way she's like, her face and stuff like that, they just look like they're up to no good. Scheming or something like that. Someone's vehicle could have been stolen. Tell us more about the scheme, though. Okay, a Signal app. This has come out before. Signal app. So somebody used or is using the app Signal. So what I can tell you about the Signal app is that it's like the messages, I don't know if it's a setting or what, but the messages can disappear over time, or you can have them like automatically disappear, something like that. Anyway, so this is probably a way that these people are communicating. Someone's trying to they're trying to actually deliver the dirty offer to your home. They're trying to find your address to deliver this dirty offer. The dirty offer. Don't take it. Don't take the gift if the offer is a gift. It doesn't like, it could be a different type of offer. This little gay rapper keeps showing up. You do have financial help coming in. This is what I'm saying. Someone wants to give you a dirty offer. I did see one of the cards peeking out saying it was safe to take the gift. You have financial help coming in. I feel like you could have two different things coming in. Like, these people might even know this too. They might even know that either someone is willing to help you, or maybe you have reached out for some type of help, because these people could have, based on readings that I've done before this one tonight, which this is all falling in line with the same story. That's why I'm bringing it up. They have tapped into accounts. So accounts could mean your emails. It could mean social media. Does someone have access to maybe like a calendar of yours, so they can know what you're doing, and maybe that you need some financial help. So since they're working on their little scarcity tactics, somebody wants to come in and give you an offer, because they might know that you have put out, maybe you filled an application out for some type of assistance, right? Or maybe you sent a message to someone asking for some assistance, and they were able to see that. So then they're going to have either someone come in, or an agency or something respond to you, something that's actually like scamming. I feel like this is scamming. And it's like if you took their offer. Basically, I feel like it's sabotaging you, like tricking you, or confusing you. Like maybe you think you're communicating with a certain agency, but they are able to like what is the, I don't know the right, I can't think of the term, but like, you know how, say you have a Yahoo email or something, and then you keep getting a message from Yahoo, but then you really look into it and it's not really from Yahoo, but it looks like it. But unless you really looked into it, you know, you didn't really like pay attention that much, you would be fooled, right? Then you get yourself into some type of mess, and you overlooked the real, you know, like if this is financial help, like you took help from someone else and you ignored the actual emails that were for the real financial. Yeah, I hope you're following what I'm saying, but I feel like it's something like that. Like there's some type of like confusion or trickery going on. Projection. I did see a card earlier when I looked down, and it said you've literally seen them projecting. Actually, this might be here. Oh, I guess not. There was a card, and it said you've literally seen them. No, you've literally experienced them projecting or something like that. But this has projection, so they are definitely like they could be talking about you, you know, and saying, oh my god, the collective doesn't do this, and you know, all this crap, and it's really like literally them. But that other card, it didn't come out, but I just saw it, but it said that you experienced it. So at some point you were close enough to these people that I don't know. You will receive justice, though. You will. You will. And when I flipped this other card, where is it? So I flipped over the very first card that came out from this deck, Wants to Cause You Pain. We also have a Telegram app. So we have a Signal app and a Telegram app. And these people could be communicating with each other, because with those apps the messages can disappear, and people are moving in silence. That's another way to be to keep their connection quiet, hidden. It's another way to keep their connection hidden by using the apps that where the messages disappear, like the Signal app, the Telegram app, using those kinds of apps, incognito, all that shit. Like you could literally, I feel like there's like people, you know, right? So you got your ex, you got the third party that they were screwing with, and they are, you know, whether they're with them or not anymore. That's 3 people. Okay? You, your ex, them. Those are the 3 people out here right now. But there were more people involved. There were more people involved. The thing is that you knew these people, but you may not have known that they know the other people too. Like you could, I mean, not everybody has different groups of friends, some people, it's like all their friends know each other, but you could be someone that has like you have this friend over here, but they don't know this friend. They may know of them, but they've never met them. They don't know them. They don't hang out with you guys. Then you got these other friends over here, but you didn't know that this group, somebody from this group, knows somebody from this group. And they don't want you to know either. And they're going to use an app to talk about you behind your back, and you'll never know that they know each other because they don't have to be together. They can talk about you. They can strategize. They can what is when you're like scheming to like plot and all that stuff, they can do that. You'll never see them, you'll never catch them hanging out, you'll never pick up your phone or their phone, you'll just be sitting by one of their phones, and then like they'll get a text or something come in. You'll never see that it was the other friend. You'll never connect these two because they were behind your back being fucking shady, using these apps and plotting dirty shit against you. You just wouldn't even know. They're trying to distance themselves from the crimes. What was I just saying? They're trying to distance themselves from their crimes. So what's one way to do that in their mind? Use apps where when we message each other, that shit disappears. You can't connect me to it, right? I'll just delete the app from my phone. All the messages are gone permanently. Now, I don't know digitally if cops can retrieve those things after they've been deleted or, disappear or whatever. Digital investigator, I don't really know if they would be able to, go in and see all the stuff. You know how like a digital investigator can go into your email. You could start typing an email. Did you know this? You can start typing an email and delete the whole thing. Don't save a draft. It's gone. Doesn't exist anymore. The digital investigator can go in and see what you typed and deleted. They can see that little bit that you typed and deleted and never sent and just got rid of. They can see that. So I don't know if on these apps, the digital investigator would be able to see the messages people sent or not. But in their mind, it's going to help distance them from the crimes. Someone could have put property or a land in your name. A property or land in your name. Was there something else like that out here? Well, I don't know. Would that get you 3 to 5 years? It would definitely cause you legal issues if you got caught. I know that. It is also a form of theft. And that would be stolen identity as well, because you're impersonating someone and putting a property or land in your name. I hope you're paying the fucking taxes on that shit and keeping up with it, because if somebody did that to me, I'm going to find out who. I'm going to get that shit switched over, or I'm going to sell it and pocket the fucking profit, or I'm going to use it and enjoy it the way they thought they were going to, because it was mine anyway, right? Don't talk to the dirty cop. This keeps coming out. Now, I don't know if this person is pretending to be a cop, or maybe they were one of the names that came out. Maybe the dirty cop is one of these names that came out that I read earlier. I took out, I don't know how many this is, 20 maybe names that I pulled out of here. I don't know if the cop is going to come in with the dirty offer. But we do have the good cop versus bad cop. And don't talk to the dirty cop. That's another way, like I was saying, about having the two things at the same time. Like, they could know something that's going on with you. They could have found a way to, like, I don't know, find out what you're doing, or find out like your routine, or I don't know. But because they're creeping, okay? So they're watching you, and they're getting evidence and stuff, okay? So evidence of what? When I hear evidence, I think of like cops, investigators, okay? So somebody's getting some type of evidence, and then we've got don't talk to the cop, the dirty cop. I was going to say something else. I don't remember what I was going to say. Let's just keep going. Sell out to cover up their behavior and crimes. Oh, so they were bribed. They were bribed. Somebody also might want to escape up north. Or maybe this is for, you to escape up north. They might have said that you escaped up north. You're being asked right now to go silent and to move in silence. I'm seeing this different now. I'm seeing this is you moving in silence, and you got all these people on you. Like attached to you somehow, on your energy. Go silent. This is what they're doing. I feel like someone's just sitting, watching, waiting. Fucking weirdos, man. Waiting to just dig their claws in. Get a life. Your own. Get your own damn life. Get your own life. Okay, well, all right. We got cell phone tower, bad alibi. Okay, so here we're going back to, and put a life insurance policy on you. Isn't that nice? So they put a life insurance policy on you. Again, they're doing something with your identity. But we have the cell phone tower, bad alibi. Okay. This is interesting, but we have the apps. We've got the cops. People moving in silence. And we have the cell phone tower. So, someone is probably going to get exposed or busted, something like that, and they may be questioned, and something I feel isn't going to add up because they could be questioned as to why they were in a certain place, that the tower showed that they were in a certain location, but they may have lied and said they were somewhere else. And that is not going to, my throat, excuse me, it's like, I feel like I'm talking and there's things that people don't want me to say. And as I looked down, my eyes went right to go silent. That could be a problem for them. That, I don't know if that could have happened already. Okay. Oh. Well. So someone put a life insurance policy on you, but somebody else is actually going to lose their life. There could be a jealous bitch that had children very young. Okay. Someone is from up north, and we got this up north thing going on. Excuse me. So someone's from up north. Someone could have escaped to go back to where they're from. On the back of that, we have dark web. Another thing people do with someone's identity is sell it on the dark web. Remember, you will receive justice, okay? You will receive justice. I know this sounds like a bunch of bad shit, but untrustworthy. They could be saying that you're untrustworthy, but I feel like you're realizing there's a lot of people that you had around you or close to you, or you felt close to, that were untrustworthy. You're realizing now that they're untrustworthy. And someone has multiple guns. And as I say the guns, apparently you know the hitman. So with this hitman, and I know that the card about somebody losing their life came out here. These aren't the same. The hitman is not going to reach the target. So don't worry about that, okay? It's someone else who's going to lose their life. I don't know how. It could be, from these guns. I don't know. It could be in a violent manner. It could just be natural, It could be a sacrifice. But there was someone who was assigned to target you. They were assigned to target you. And you knew them. And the reason they were assigned to target you is because they were someone that you would be in close proximity to. Now, they could have become untrustworthy to you, and you could have pulled your energy back. They could have been untrustworthy to you. You may have picked up on some weird energy from them. They could have been inconsistent. Your intuition could have just been telling you something like that. Like, they're just not, this is not a trusting situation here. Something about it is making you feel uneasy. On the back of that, we have watch your kids. Okay. What is this deck here? Okay. We're going into this deck. We'll just see what comes out. Tell us more about this situation with the collective. All the... I have to hold it a different way. Tell me more, please. Tell me more. This person has been increasingly defensive. Maybe multiple people have been increasingly defensive. Don't let them fool you, though. They are scared. They are scared. They could be having car problems. And there is a female who is spying on you. Tell us more about this female. Tell us more about this female. I feel like it is a female. I'll say a feminine energy, okay? If you're resonating with this, but you are not a female and you feel like there's more males involved, then someone who's in their feminine energy. And when I say feminine energy, I don't mean like feminine energy, okay? It could be that. It's just less. So they're more like they're receiving the thing, like, you know, more of maybe like less dominant. I'm trying to, for people who might not understand what I'm saying about a feminine energy versus like masculine, and removing the gender out of it or the stereotypes. Like, I'm just trying to think of examples, but anyway, it could be a man, it could be a woman. Let's just, okay. Weird. Okay, they want to kiss you? Again, trying to swap the destinies. Not gonna work. That's just confirmation. So now we've had 2 swapping destiny cards plus the 2 impersonator cards. And they're living rent-free in your head. So if you have been thinking about this a lot, when they are living rent-free, I don't feel like that's, no, you're living rent-free in their head. But they think they're living rent-free in your head. Projection. That's projection. Because they think that you're sitting around like this, thinking about them. They think you're sitting around like this, thinking about them. But you're not. You're not. That's projection. They're doing that. They're sitting around thinking about you like that, and you are living rent-free in their head. Tell us more. Tell us more about this person. The person who hacked into your social media account. Remember I was talking about that? I think somebody did that. You know them. The one who hacked into your social media account. You know them. They're a fake friend. They're a fake friend. Very interesting. You could be divorced. You could want to be divorced, or this fake friend could be someone who's divorced. Tell us more about this fake friend, please. Tell us more. Let's expose this fake friend so the collective can move accordingly. So someone needs to chill the fuck out. I think it is the person who knows that they've got these legal problems. I think they're really, really stressed out. You will be traveling soon. I just put that down on the getting proof. You could be possibly traveling somewhere where there's a beach, an ocean, where it's warmer. Like a vacation, taking pictures. You could be traveling by yourself. Tell us more about this fake friend. Tell us more about this fake friend so the collective can identify them and know who to stay away from. Someone who may be unstable, a couch hopper. You might want to try some yoga. Someone drives a black SUV. I feel like this try yoga could also be, if this is somebody who is actively being a fake friend to you, like maybe you talk and you hang out and stuff like that, they may want to ask you if you want to try yoga. They get money illegally. Stupid. It's the X. So someone intentionally gave you a cursed object. They intentionally gave you this cursed object. And someone else drives a white car. And kids are being neglected. What did this say? Watch your kids. Where is that? Did it say like watch your kids or something? What did I tell you? This is exactly what I told you. I said that these people know something that's going on for you, or that will be. They know something. And interesting. Hold on. This is very interesting. Okay. So when I made this deck, I channeled it. And automatic writing is how I made my homemade decks on these cards. And I ran out of cards. But I needed to keep going because they just kept coming to me. So I started writing on the backs. Okay. So I was saying earlier that I feel like these people have some type of knowledge of you either being in a situation where you could need some financial help or assistance, and that they were going to kind of try to come in and sabotage the situation by confusing you. So right here we have, they were told money is coming in for you. Now on the back is the jealous bitch. So was the jealous bitch told that money was coming in for you, and then they send in the gay rapper to offer financial help to throw you off, and you think that that's where the financial help is coming from, but really it's something totally different. Like the universe is taking care of something for you, but it sure isn't going to come in through these people. It's not coming in from these guys. But like I was saying, these people know something and you are not aware that they know it. And they think they have an advantage and are going to somehow confuse you and trick you and scam you. Remember, you will receive justice, okay? You will receive justice. I'm going to finish what... Okay, so we've got the couch hopper. And someone is too concerned with their outside appearance, and their personality sucks. They don't work on their personality. You intimidate someone. You're intimidating. They gave you a cursed gift. They neglect kids. Someone drives a white car. Someone drives a black SUV. Someone makes their money illegally. And someone might ask you if you want to try yoga. These could all be this fake friend. The fake friend that is somehow part of this. I don't know if the fake friend is the third party. I don't know. And the thing about wanting to kiss you, where the hell did it go? I don't know if that was... Where'd it go? Someone might live in a small town. There was a card that came out, they want to kiss you. But that could be from the ex. Destiny swapping again. If they can figure out what your life dreams, desires are, they will try to steal them. What is with these people? I mean, how shitty is your life? Or what did you hear that the collective's life is going to be that you want to do this weird shit? I don't even understand. Keep your love life private. I'd keep everything private at this point. I would seriously keep everything private at this point. What can you tell us about I'm going to switch decks. Sorry. We are going to... Tell me more about this fake friend. Tell me more about the scheme, the plot, and the fake friend. They want you to basically go into a depression. This is how they could be right now, but this is how they wanted you. So I feel like maybe something you're going after, they could want to cause like problems. They could be planning this like someone could be born in 1976. If they have caused problems, like made complaints and stuff like that, I feel like that's gonna be something's gonna get balanced out. They could have been like talking about you and like spreading a lot of um negative things, saying negative things about you, really trying to rally people, get people to kind of like get behind them and go against you. I feel like they're also trying to plan for this and get their timing right. Yeah, they're collaborating with these people. Like I said, there's all these fucking people. Because they want to create a loss for you. They're hell-bent on creating a loss for you. And confusion. So that you'll like maybe self-sabotage and be hesitant to do something because you're confused. Like you have to make a decision, or you feel like you don't have all the information or something, or you don't know if you should operate from this part of you or this part of you, like, so maybe causing even stagnancy, because they were working, like it said here, they're wanting to slow down your money. They want to slow down your resources. See, if they can slow down your resources, then and someone comes in with this financial help and you take this dirty offer, they could, if they've already given you an object that they knew they cursed, it's like they want to just keep coming in, because all these things, I think they feel like if they can do all these different things, even if they all don't work, each one like very well, there's like a bunch of things they could do, and together all those things could help to cause all of these problems for you. Then this is by people that you have memories with. Like, you've shared memories with these people. That is so disappointing and like pathetic of these people. Like, are you serious? Someone that you've been close to, that you share memories with, right? You could be like sitting down for lunch or something, have pizza, and talk about memories. Like, you guys have shared memories in life with each other. And they're willing to do this shit. They're willing and apparently capable, and that's sad. Yeah. And I feel like it was done. Again, we have marriage out here multiple times. I feel like this is, again, an ex. Could even be an estranged spouse, someone who married you for money. And in, where is it? This picture, these two are, I never noticed that before until today, but they're wearing a wedding dress and tuxedo. And then proposing. So someone, again, with the offer. He's offering her a ring. I feel like this, though, could be an offer of just repeating the same shit. Again, whatever you ended by leaving, they'd like to continue it. And this could be the dirty offer that comes in, and you don't even realize it. And you take this gift, and you don't realize. It's like when, it's like when you're say you're gonna put an app on your phone, right? And it says, like, if you click this box, it means that you agree to our terms and of service or whatever. You agree to this stuff. Okay, if you take this box, if you take my offer, if you take my gift, you just agreed to whatever I put with that, attached to that ring or that whatever we're bringing in for you, money or whatever this offer is, this gift is. If they intentionally put on some type of contract, intention, and connected it to this gift or offer, they don't have to tell you, oh, if you take the gift, right? You take that, actually physically take it from me, actually tell me yes, actually show up for what I'm offering. You just check the box, and now we are in a contract together. That's how that's going to work. And we're going to do it again. But we have travel again. And on the promise card is number 28. 2 plus 8 is 10. I feel like, though, see how there's the mountains in back of both of these? There's mountains, if you can see, in back of both of them. I feel like you decide to reject the offer and go on the adventure alone. Like you've already taken them up on this offer in the past and it didn't work out for you. So this time you're going to reject it and you're going to go on that adventure yourself. Which is good. It's better for you. Who knows what they did? Probably push you off the cliff if you went with them. I don't know why these cards are suddenly this. It's weird. So we know you're going to get justice. But they don't want to stop. They want you to actually take it. Number 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 and 10. Those are both endings. Those are numbers for endings. But I do feel like a 10 is also like the beginning again, because it's got the 1, it's got the 0. So I always see 10s as like, yes, it's an ending, but it's also now a beginning. 9s, I feel, are at the end, more of an ending. Like I feel like the 9s are like the door closing and the 10s are the closed door and opening into, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't open one if you still have that other door open. So the 9 closes it and the 10 it's a closed cycle, but we are moving in to something new. That's how I see these numbers. But look at this shit. They're collaborating. Loss. The offer. He's got a little, it might be kind of hard to see, but he's got a little box with a ring in his hand right there. We got the dirty offer. We got, for the people who we have, don't take the gift. Very first card that came out I don't know if I'll be able to find it now. I probably can't find it now, but the very first card that came out was they want to cause you pain. Of this deck. That was the very first card that came out. They want to cause you pain. We've had a lot of confirmations in this reading. A lot, like double and triple confirmation, quadruple on some stuff too. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I do with it, but So, oh, here's that one card. You literally experience them projecting. And then we have the projection. Oh, it's safe to accept the gift. So see, I feel, again, we've got the conflicting things. We've got like, someone was told that you're going to, that you have money coming in, and then somebody wants to offer you financial help. Or financial help is coming in. Okay? And we have, so it's like, it can confuse a person, right? Like, okay, I know I've got this, like, help coming in. It could come in the form of a gift. That's what I hear in a reading, right? Then this financial gift comes in, but who it's attached to isn't what I expected. But I need the gift, I need the financial help, and they know it. And they also know that there's a legit thing coming in. There's a legit money, something associated with money coming to me. They know that that's legitimate. So if they are able to trick me and get me to believe that their offer is the legitimate offer, I will somehow sabotage myself, or you will, right? And I will, or you will, the collective will then screw themselves, basically. So like, you could miss a deadline, you know, you could be tricked and be sent emails or some type of correspondence that isn't from a legit place, but they're copying a legit place. And you know, you could go with the wrong, you know, one. That's these things are, though, it's like they're showing themselves 2, 3, 4 times in this reading, the same things. For anybody who, and they want you to be fucking blind to the whole thing. They want you to be blind and just be fucked over, just blind. You know, for anyone who missed it before, I pulled this stack of names. These are all names that I have, okay? I pulled these, so I'm going to go over them again for anyone who missed them earlier. Stuart. These are all people who could be involved in this situation. If I call your name, it could just be confirmation that this reading is for you. We have Stuart, Nicole, any variation of Liz, like Lizzie, Elizabeth, Lisa, Lizzo, Lizbeth, you know, okay. Bruce, Kenneth, Kenny, Ken, Granger, Anne, Rhonda, Rhoda, Rolanda. Someone has an unusual name. Frank, Franny, Francis, Fran, Francisco. G, Gigi, Georgie, George, Georgia, Georgianne. Britt, Brittany. A first name could be spelled phonetically, so a first name like sounding it out. I have here like Ashley, I'm sorry, Alicia. Instead of Alicia, it could be Aleesha, so their name is spelled like it sounds phonetically. Tilly, Millie, Billy. I'm reading off names of people who could be involved in trying to bring you down. They could go by a nickname. Their surname is a senior, so it could be William Senior, Taya, Talea, Talia, Titi. A surname is a junior, so like William Jr., or they could just go by Junior. Ricardo, Richard, Ricky, Rico, Ricky. Andrew, Andy, Drew. Miles. Their name could sound like the make or model of a car, such as Lexus or Mercedes. Daniel or Danielle. Vaughn or Vong, like an Asian name. Mia, Pia, Brad, Christina. Any variations of that name. So those were just some names that came out. And as I was reading those, my throat kept feeling like I needed to clear it. So I feel like I'm speaking names of actual people that are involved. I'm actually going to pull some more. Someone's name could be Jones or go by Jones. I feel like they don't want me to say this, so I'm going to do it more. Bob, Robert, Bobby. These could also be names of people that they may be associated with. Like maybe one is the name of someone's spouse or child or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. No, I'm not gonna do that. Some of these decks are not the easiest to shuffle. Give us some more names of some people who are involved in this situation for the collective, please. James, Jim, Jimmy. Cal. Peter. We have O'Shea. Someone's used aliases. So if you're aware of anyone who has used an alias. John, spelled multiple ways. Bruno or Brunswick. Jason. Aaron. Last name starts with a T. Cooper. Marshall, Marcia, Marcia. Allison, Allie. Thomas, Tom, Tomas. Philip, Phyllis, Phil, Philly. Philippe. First and last names sound like two different cultures together. Like Chang Dominguez. Like Francois Hernandez. Okay, so it like two different cultures, you know. Like I'm just drawing a blank right now, but anyway, it would be kind of an unusual name, I guess. That came out earlier too, unusual name. But it would be like you know, maybe someone has like an African last name with an American first name. You know, that kind of thing. I'll just do a few more here. Tiffany, Pratt, Anthony was here. Isaac. What was it? Anthony. Tyrell. And we'll do one more. A foreign name. Okay. So that is a big old stack of names. That is a big stack of names. Because a lot of these cards don't have one name on them. And some of these cards are not giving a specific name, but suggesting that it's a nickname, or they've got senior in their name, or their name sounds like something. So this stack does not represent the amount of names that I just called out. And if you resonate with this storyline, if you believe that this is your message, then I'm pretty damn sure I called out at least, most likely more than one, but at least one of the people involved. Probably up to 3 I called out. So you probably have gotten some confirmation if you heard that list of names. If you've wondered why they're doing this, you probably came to the conclusion that they're nuts and pathetic. And that's probably accurate. They're also very greedy. They're very, very greedy. And they're very, very determined to get what they want. They do not want to lose. They do not want to lose. But I feel like the desperate attempts and the oh, there it is. The very first one that came out from this deck, or that little deck, was Wants to Cause You Pain. I just feel like excuse me, it's just showing their desperation more and more. And when someone is acting that way, like they're really desperate, they're trying all these new things. They're bringing in more people. They're, they're going to greater lengths. That tells me that their intuition is telling them that they are losing. They're losing. You're not really playing this game because you're too busy winning. And the fact that they aren't accepting this is only going to bring them legal issues. Only going to bring them legal issues. And I don't know if they've looked into it, but someone could or will be getting 3 to 5 years for the little stunts that they're pulling because they can't take an L. They just can't. They just won't. It's like, I don't understand. Like, you're not really gaining any, you're not going to gain the collective's blessings. That's just not going to happen. So we'll just take that off the table. It ain't going to happen. The collective does not want to be in a relationship with you anymore. That's over. There ain't no chance to be friends. Like, what the hell? Like, all they have to do is just walk away and leave it alone. But they won't walk away, and they won't leave you alone. They won't leave this alone. They are, if our thoughts are what shape our reality, and these people can't stop thinking of you and what you're getting and, their schemes and stuff. They're really just they're creating their own hell, They're creating their own hell. They're probably more like this. This is how they want you to be with their little scheme, with their gift. They want you to be really confused. Oh, should I take it? Should I not? I'm not really sure what I should do. Like, it's a dirty offer. You're going to go off on your own because you rose up after you left the person who wants to marry you for money or married you for money. They are attached to somebody who is really sick in the head. Somebody who keeps impersonating you, stealing your identity, trying to make you jealous. They want to bully you. They are bullying you. They're rallying and getting people behind them. But if you see, there is nobody behind them. They're just making a bunch of fucking noise and nobody is behind them. Nobody's behind them. And you see how there's like a city? They could be doing this like around town, right? Like, if you guys knew the same people, they could be going to different, groups of people or whatever and doing this, and just being like real vocal, right? Maybe if your name comes up, they only have negative things to say, or they got one more bad story to tell about you, right? But it isn't bringing more people on. I feel like people it's just quiet now and it's not working. I just don't feel like, and now, now that I say that, that very first card that came out, the very first card of the reading was Moves in Silence. Okay. So I feel like they were trying to get people to rally behind them to go against you. Instead, I think what happened was a lot of people at first came on and they did get people to do some things against you, but I feel like people eventually backed off and now they're paranoid and they're haunted, and because these are people that you formed memories with, you had connections with, and now these people are haunted. They're haunted by the shit that they did, but I feel like it got them to watch you, and now these people are watching you, but look, there's no one with them, and all the people went with you. I feel like you almost won these people over that were supposed to be against you or something. You could really be reflecting a lot about this. You could be reflecting a lot about what you've lost. But I feel like Spirit really wants you to focus on, chasing your dreams, catching your dreams. That's what the divine wants you to use your time, your energy on. I feel like the person that you were with, it was like they wanted to catch you and trap you. I don't feel like I feel like this person is very fractured. I don't know if that's the right term to use for this, but I feel like this person has there's a piece of them that adores you, a piece of them that absolutely hates you, a piece of them, all these different pieces have these feelings about you. And I feel like there's a piece of them that did want you, love you, they wanted to catch you, but not to trap you, more to you're a trophy, or you're something to hang on to, but you're a human. You're meant you're not meant to be put on a shelf. You're not a velveteen rabbit. Even the velveteen rabbit wasn't meant to be put on a shelf, right? And I feel like they really have their eyes set on you, but you're being asked to focus and go after what it is that you really want, and the timing is now. Georgie, sorry, my dog is crying. I have to wrap this up. Thank you for anyone who has liked the live. I appreciate it. I don't know if people are in and out, in and out, in and out. It says all these people joined, but it says 0 people are watching. So to anyone who has thrown a heart out, I really appreciate it. If you got anything from this, I hope it helped. Just to reiterate, you will be getting justice. If this is your story, you will be getting justice. These people will be getting their karma. They already are getting their karma. You keep going on, focus on your stuff, keep winning. You know, you got more good things coming to you. You might want to get out there and give yourself a little bit of a makeover so the outside and the inside match. You know, you got this. Things will be getting better soon. All of those messages we got. Until the next live, I wish you all the best, and we will see you next time. Thank you.